Every community has stories. This is where ours live. The We Are Grant County app brings together local voices, events, businesses, the podcast, and the magazine all in one place. And we're just getting started. We're looking for storytellers, guests, and sponsors to help shape what's next. Visit
wearegrantcounty.com.
Before we get started, I want to thank Shirt and Stuff Happens in Dry Ridge for sponsoring today's episode. Debbie has created many of the custom shirts and embroidered apparel we use, and I can personally recommend her work. Give her a call, 859-912-9907, or find them on Facebook, Shirt and Stuff Happens. Welcome back to the We Are Grant County podcast, where we highlight the people, organizations, and stories that help make our community stronger.
Today, we're talking about something that impacts thousands of children and families every year, youth sports.
For many kids, sports are about much more than learning how to throw a ball, score a goal, or win a game. They're about confidence, teamwork, leadership, friendships, and learning lessons that last long after the final whistle.
Joining us today is Jordyn Johnson, who is actively involved with the Tomahawks Youth Football Organization and is passionate about helping young people succeed both on and off the field.
We'll be talking about the impact youth sports have on athletes, families and coaches, and communities. And we'll also learn more about an upcoming Cops versus Coaches event that's benefiting suicide prevention efforts.
So whether you're a parent, coach, athlete, volunteer, or simply someone who believes in supporting our youth, this conversation's for you.
Jordyn, welcome to the We Are Grant County
Hello.
podcast.
Hello, Jordyn.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to be here.
Would you introduce yourself, please, and let everybody know exactly who you are and what you want to talk about today?
Okay. Well, my name is Jordyn Johnson. Me and my husband have been here for around 5 years in Grant County. We have a son named Eli and a little fat bulldog named Brisket. A lot of people around here know Brisket. Like I said, we moved here 5 years ago. I'm a judicial support specialist. I work for a judge in Grant, Carroll, and Owen County. And my husband and I also run the Tomahawks Youth Football Program in Grant County.
What keeps you involved with that?
The people that I've met, we have met so many great people along the way. When we got there, they are the reason that we're so involved in Grant County. They took us in like we were family, and that's just kind of what it is. Like, it's our little family. So the people that we've met over the years, that's what makes us stay.
Yeah, I would have, being here, I wouldn't have guessed that you have been here less than I have because of how involved in the community you are. And like, you've really been in there and doing the work. And we've come across each other in so many different ways
Yeah.
that just pop up. And so it's been really great getting to know you more.
Yeah, you also. I feel the same way about you guys. First of all, you two were the very first two that I met when I came into Grant County. You were the faces. We were at I think it might have even been the Marigold Day. You know, I got dunked in the dunk tank this weekend at Marigold Day. And it's so weird foreshadowing all this. I met you guys there, and you guys kind of caught my attention at that time because you were doing so much work in the community. And I appreciate the work that others do in the community. I mean, you're out there doing it all for the sports teams. You're putting this We Are Grant County together so we all have access to all of the services and stuff around here. So thank you for appreciating me, and I appreciate you guys.
Thank you for noticing.
Yes, absolutely.
We worked hard to.
You do. You work very hard. You work very, very hard.
Now we're just cruising. Now
Yeah.
we're just- yeah.
So as far as working with young athletes, what do you maybe, I guess, enjoy the most?
I love watching them grow and learn not just about the game, but about themselves and friendship and doing hard things. And I've seen it when you get out there as a starter football player or a starter cheerleader, you know, you don't know what you're doing. And especially football, it's very hard because you're getting hit. They're terrified. They're scared, you know, and I've seen so many boys that they are like, no way, I'm not doing this. They're crying. And then now to this day, they're the running back of the town, you know, like they're doing great. So just their development mentally and doing hard things and just them proving to themselves that they can and showing up to practice and games 5 days a week, that in and of itself is hard.
I mean, that's the kind of thing that we talk about, building commitment. And you said on and off the field. I mean, those are skills that they're going to need in lifelong.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. That's the best part about youth sports is that it teaches you that kind of stuff, you know? It teaches you that you can do hard things. You can get through it. Sometimes, like, you know, if kids aren't the best at sports, it shows them that, okay, I'm not the best, but I'm still accepted. People still love me. People are still here for me, you know? And that is just it's just beautiful.
And even, they get to learn either they're athletic or not athletic and things like that, but there's different sports, so there's usually an avenue for any type of youth to be able to join something.
Absolutely. An extracurricular activity of some
Mhm.
sort. I've always that's honestly my goal in life is to have every child in some kind of extracurricular band. It could be any kind of sport, it could be the 4-H. I mean, 4-H, I love 4-H. Like that's amazing too. We can go on that whole thing, but yeah, so I mean all of that stuff and the reason it's so important is just to have safe eyes on kids and families at all times. I mean, as parents, we all struggle, you know, the kids, we struggle ourselves. So, like, if having an extra adult that has a very, like, they're not struggling right this second, so we can help that family out. Sometimes the kids don't even know the struggles that are going on, which is amazing, which is great, you know? We don't want the kids to know these struggles. So, it's really about working with those families, starting with the parents, and really just figuring out what they need.
So, how would you say, because we've talked about kind of like growth and things like that, and just watching our son in the sports that he's been in, we've seen, over the years that he's been playing, whether it's soccer or baseball and now archery,
Mm.
just how he's grown so much and learning that way. How do you think that confidence is built through playing any type, not really just playing, but any sport that's organized or like you had mentioned 4-H, so any classes and things like that? How do you think the confidence is built?
It starts with the coach or the leader or the person that is overseeing these children. It is all about how they approach, whether they do good or do bad, or
Mhm.
it's how they speak to them. If they fail, then they need to give them some kind of encouraging words to, you know, show them one that they're loved. It's all about love. To me, it always comes back to love, loving someone where they're at, not judging, not any of that. So just pushing kids to continue to do hard things, whether they're good at it or not, and and just show them that they have support. It's the support outside of it. If you're a good leader
Mhm.
and a good support system, kids can get through anything, or people can get through anything, whether they're good at it or not.
Right.
Yeah,
So, I mean, because like I said, I mean, I've see his confidence grow, and whether it's coaches from his past come up and check in on him and things like that, or
right.
current coaches are supporting him. Um, what other life lessons have you maybe seen that some of these youth are gaining from just participating?
Mm. I see them watching all of their parents come together and build, build something for them. They see us, you know, out here all the time working and volunteering and hanging out with one another. They see the camaraderie, the fellowship that we're
Mhm.
bringing together. Um, Something specific for my son would be that, you know, we brought him into this town and he has met his best friends for life here. He is just like, I just know that because it's like a it's like a battlefield, you know, any kind of extracurricular, if you're in it, not just sports, but you're in it all the time, 2, 3, 4, 5 days a week,
Mhm.
and you get to really know one another, so that life lesson. Also on top of it, like the business aspect of it, like we do try to teach the kids like how to, the fundraising isn't just fundraising for like the organization, it's trying to teach the kids to go out and use their marketing skills, use this, do that kind of stuff because to be successful, like, you gotta start early, you know? You've
Mhm.
gotta start young, you've gotta do all of that, so just it's more about teaching them to talk to people rather than actually sell something, you know? Talk and be respectful and getting out there,
That
and
that's one
so
of the
when we do,
hard
like
parts.
absolutely, right, yeah, so those kinds of things, also.
So, I mean, that leads us into kind of like maybe the next topic that I wanted to talk about was kind of like accountability and responsibility. So
Okay.
if you're putting it on them to help communicate with other businesses and anyone that can support the team, or any youth league really, if you're asking the kids to kind of step out of their comfort zone and do that, so that does give them that accountability.
Right.
So I mean, I really like that. And
Yeah, and
then,
you're right, the accountability with, like, the practices and the games, and,
mhm,
I mean, that teaches them all of that kind of stuff, and just showing up for something that you signed up for. It's one of the rules in our house that you're not if you sign up for a extracurricular, you're not allowed to get out of it that year.
yep, you have
Now,
to
if you don't
finish
wanna
it.
do it next year, that's fine, but, this year, you're sticking it out.
Yep, I agree with that one.
Yeah,
That one came back to get us because
always.
you can't pull out of one, but then you have one that overlaps another, and then another one that overlaps. So we ended up in what, 3, 4 different things at one time somehow.
We've been there too, absolutely.
We only have one child, and
Same.
major props to all those multi-kid parents out there doing more than one activity. Major props.
I agree. I don't know how they do it. I don't.
So as far as teamwork goes, um, because I mean, I see like on the baseball field and I see the teams coming together on the soccer field and things like that. Now I get to watch the older young athletes play on the football field and things like that. I've not been able to make it to Tomahawk games or anything like that.
Okay.
Um,
There's too many sports and
but
stuff around here.
there,
Okay,
there are a
yeah,
lot.
you're right. There's so much.
But I have seen to where, with the older kids where they've played together year after year and things like that. So, I mean, I see the teamwork aspect of it.
Yes.
What do you think that these young athletes, and no matter what sport they're in, what are they learning from working together with one another? They're laying it all out on the practice field so that they can put it all where it needs to be on game day.
They're learning that we need others to help, that we can't do it all on our own, that it takes a team to get the job done, and you have to trust that your teammate is going to do it. You have to, let go of control. It's all of those types of things. So, I mean, throughout life, they're going to have to work on things with people. And sometimes those people are not always going to do things the way that they do them. And then again, this is how they can learn that early on in life. But it all goes back to the person that's leading them, just reiterating that to them that, okay, little Sally over here didn't do exactly what she was supposed to do, but it's okay. Life goes on, and you're not a loser,
Yeah.
We're not losers. You're still winning in life. You're still okay.
Yep. And I mean, another thing that you've already touched on is like the friendships that can be developed, and how building those friendships equal positive social connections and things like that.
Absolutely.
Do you have maybe a player story that you could share where you've seen somebody maybe grow on and off the field?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have a pretty good one actually. This little boy, he lost his sister and his nieces and nephews in a car wreck. He also never had a father figure in his life, and his mom was struggling, for a long time. They came to our football team. He's a very good kid, very respectable, very willing to learn, very all of that. But he's a little guy, and it was hard for him to do the positions that he necessarily wanted to do, or would he be good at, Since he's a little guy, there's only so many positions that you can play. If you're a bigger guy, there's only so many positions that you can play. It takes a team, it takes all of us. So, what I saw from him is that our entire team surrounded that family with support and love. There's a coach specifically that took him under his wing and taught him like all the positions that he all the moves and I don't know. I'm not really great at the football aspect of it. Okay, I don't know. He taught him how to throw the ball. He taught him how to run with the ball. He taught him all those kinds of things.
The important stuff.
The important stuff.
For the sports aspect.
Exactly. And he worked with them outside of football. He worked with the mom and the And not only that, my husband has also been a very good support to this child as well. We call those two coaches daddy coach because this kid has never really had a father figure in his life. No one to teach him to throw the ball, no one to do any of those things or actually take the time to work with them. And the mom told us all of this. I talked to her about all of this beforehand, if I could say this in here. The mom knew about all of the, or the mom wanted our help, and she reached out to us and asked. I mean, and that is a very hard thing to do at times, to tell that story to people.
Absolutely.
And I think that because we gave her such an open space and a loving, caring space, she felt that she was able to come to us and disclose that story. And right away, I mean, we took him up, and he is an amazing football player. Amazing. And baseball player. He just started baseball this first year. This is his first year playing, and he is totally out. Yeah, he's got the game ball a couple of times. He's amazing. Love the kid.
Awesome.
I got chills.
I mean, just hearing that story, it
Yeah.
just reminds me of how much, when people don't even think about it, but how much sports can bring families together
Absolutely.
and basically build small communities and stuff like that. So,
The potential's there,
mhm.
and so it's nice when you can see it being done effectively, especially,
Absolutely. Right.
building that community. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just, that goes into, we talked about, how important the role of the young athlete was and everything that they have to put into it. But there's also a lot that parents and coaches are putting into it, that
Yes.
they have to be able to create the positive atmosphere so that these individuals, these young athletes can get out there and do what they want to do. Enjoy the sports that they're playing. Just
Right.
have fun. Because as soon as the fun goes away, what is actually being learned.
Right.
So what advice would you have, maybe to give parents of a young athlete?
Just support them, just support them. Every which way that you can. Love them. Yeah, correct them if they don't do something the right way, teach them how to throw the ball, teach them how to do the archery, go out in the back and buy those types of things. If you're going to put your kid into these sports, then just work with them or whatever. Be positive with the on and off the field, talk to the coaches, get to know them. So then you guys have a personal relationship with one another. When you have a personal relationship, it's harder to just pop off and start, and it's easier to understand.
Yeah.
And I think that if you make it positive and try to be positive as best as possible, your kid is going to get the most out of it. Even when it's not fair, even when you don't like something, all of that, you're going to get a better experience if you're positive and try to have conversations rather than,
Yeah.
you know.
I agree with that.
Yes.
100%.
It could be hard for the kids to, accept. I mean, I know quite a few of us that are pretty competitive, and then we get that aspect, and maybe, they're not the all-star on the team, but then if you provide that positive experience, right, or that support, that's going to be go so much farther, right, if you're there.
Because
Absolutely.
that's what I'm always trying to do, like, with Tristan playing and whatever he's playing. Just remember he's, not professional.
Right.
He's out there to have
Right.
fun.
I
He's
think
out
The
there to
likelihood of
learn.
actually going
Yeah.
to the NFL right now, or,
You know?
I think that's been a trend lately. Sometimes the adults take it a little too far when
Right.
it comes to the competitive aspect. So it's good to know that there are still adults out there who can adult or so
Right.
or be responsible and really focus on what's the whole point, right?
Mhm.
If we're not supporting these kids, if we're not doing it for them, what are we really doing it for?
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
So what would be maybe a favorite memory that you have, for your own family through youth sports?
My favorite story through youth sports for my own family. Let's see. My poor family has suffered a lot through youth sports, okay? But not really. No, not really. It's been good. What I've noticed is that my child is very confident. Okay. Mine is very, very confident. Rather he is the best at it or not, he's the best at it. His confidence through this has grown tremendously because his parents are always out there doing what is right. We're always trying to do what is best for this community and this county, and we bring him along with us, so he sees us advocating for ourselves and our families and our children. And so he's kind of taken that on himself. I've seen him do it himself at school. He don't put up with bullying. He doesn't put up with, any of those types of things. I've also seen him grow tremendously, pushing himself to do the hard things. We're a family of 3. We like to just kind of be lazy at times when we're not running everywhere, He likes to fish. He likes to play on his computer. He likes to do the video games and things like that. So I have seen him push himself in ways that he never really wanted to push himself, He's always wanted to play football. We're a football family. My husband was raised through the NKYFL. He's a Bengal Tiger. They're the first ever football team that the NKYFL had. So we are just indoctrinated into this whole entire thing already. And so he wanted to play. But another thing, what it has done for us, it has grown my husband's confidence also tremendously. He never thought that he could be the director of a football team. I am the one that is out there all the time talking, getting spots, doing, but he is the calm to my storm. He knows how to talk to people the right way. He knows how to do things always the right way. His emotions never take over any of those things. So throughout the time when it was a decision to who's going to be the director of this, I was the vice president and he was the equipment manager, but we were side by side all the time. And I was doing the big work, the sponsors, the this, and I know how to do the business aspect of it. But when it comes to dealing and handling people, he's all in, like he's the guy. I don't think
nice
that
when you can have a partner that is a little more detail oriented.
Definitely.
I don't know anything. I don't know.
You don't know nothing about that, do you?
Nope.
No, I know. So just his growth and his ability to recognize that he was worth a lot more than he thought that he was worth. I think that is honestly the biggest thing that all of us have gotten out of that, because that is going to show my son something else tremendously. Also, I don't think that he recognizes all of that yet. I don't think that he recognizes that his dad wasn't as confident as he always thought that he was, but we've been together since he was 15 and I was 16, and we've grown up together, and I've seen a tremendous change from him. And it's great for our...
When I need custom apparel for No Blink Pictures or We Are Grant County, I trust Debbie at Shirt and Stuff Happens. From embroidered polos and hats to custom t-shirts, banners, signs, and personalized gifts, Debbie helps bring ideas to life with quality craftsmanship and attention to detail. Whether you're outfitting a business, a sports team, organization, family reunion, or special event, Shirt and Stuff Happens has you covered. Give Debbie a call at 859-912-9907 or send her an email at shirthappensky@gmail.com. And of course, you can always find Shirt and Stuff Happens on Facebook.
Family.
How should they be investing in youth sports?
Why is it important for communities to invest in youth sports?
Yeah.
It's important because, when you invest in youth sports, that is what grows. Sports are a huge thing for the county. If you have a really good sports team, everybody is, one, getting together, camaraderie, spending a lot of time together, doing all of that. Also, it's bringing money into the schools for more extracurricular activities, not just if it's the basketball that's doing great. Like if everybody is coming to those basketball games, then we're bringing money in for other things for the school.
Right.
Also, it brings in people to our community and our towns, for small businesses. It gives them more money as well.
So Jordyn, you mentioned the importance of community. And I believe before we got started, you told us that you had an event coming up.
We do.
So what event is that, and when is it?
We have a Cops versus Coaches event coming up on June 27th at Mullins Field. This is our second year doing it. It started. Do we tell you why it started and everything
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Give us all the deets.
give you all the deets. Okay. So it started last year when one of our cops, and he's also a coach, a Grant County cop, one of our coaches who is also a cop, he lost his brother to suicide last year. It was something that we have done in the past. The Cops versus Coaches game is something that the Tomahawks did before I was involved. And it's something that some of our current board members kind of always wanted to do again, that we had talked about over the years. And it was something that we couldn't put together back then. But then when all of that happened, it just made sense. It just all clicked like in our heads that this is why we need to do things like this. This is why the cops and the coaches need to get together and play and show these children and families that we are one, we are here for you. And so we took it a little bit further and started a Charles Wells Community Care Tent Fund. Charles Wells is the one who lost his life to suicide. And his mother is all in with it. She is very appreciative that we are doing this. She thinks it's very important that mental health is talked about more often. She doesn't want to hide behind it. She wants people to know that you can reach out, that you can get help. So this Charles Wells Community Care Tent is designed to provide resources to families that they don't know about, or just to give them an extra little bit of support. We're going to be handing out like little positive bags, like at the community care tent, and it's going to have resources in there. We're going to put a pamphlet in there for the We Are Grant County, so it the website, so then people are going there more often to utilize those resources that you guys are looking for, that you guys are taking the time to put on there. Some people might not know about that, so we're going to hand out 100 bags whenever we're there, and hopefully 100 people will share that with others and just start getting others support.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of good community care or community services coming. Dry Ridge Baptist Church is coming to do things for the kids. We have CareNet coming to pass out resources, and they're going to give us a free car seat to raffle off. They have some really, really good programs for parents that people really need to look into. We have the Special Needs Parent Support Group of Grant County coming. We have the KY Hickory Autism Foundation coming. They raise money for children with autism and give them scholarships for various things. We have a lot of different, people coming to show that they are here to support the community.
It sounds like it really was the spark that kind of rejuvenized that activity and really gave it more of a purpose, as opposed
Absolutely.
to just being an activity for the community. Now
Right.
it has a really important cause behind it.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I think we didn't want to do it before because it was like, how can we justify adding something else in? We didn't, how could we justify adding something else in on an already busy schedule, and just raising more money and getting the cops out here but then it all made sense. Then it was like, okay, this is way more important than just a fun. This isn't really a fundraiser. If we make any money from it, I'm not really that concerned for it. Like it's more about getting us all together, opening up the football season, kind of like the opening day parade for baseball. It's like opening up the football season and saying, hey, we're here, utilize the supports, you have lots of them.
And so you said that was June 27th?
June 27th at Mullins Field,
At
right
what
next
time?
to the Grant County Detention Center. Yeah, it's at 3 p.m.
3 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, is that football or baseball?
It's softball, actually. So we
I was
tried to
like,
get
wait,
them.
you're going to get those cops in the
No.
gridiron, and
I guess when it first started, it was a football game. It was like a football game, and all of the coaches and cops were like, never again, not happening.
Yeah,
No.
that's a lot of athleticism.
It is.
Once we're past that 30 mark, it gets a little
I couldn't imagine.
tricky. Yeah.
No.
And how do you think sports and the community connections, like by doing this event and the coaches and the cops are playing against each other, How's it positively impacting their mental health or anyone who's participating in this event?
I think so many times, especially as a social worker myself and somebody that works in that kind of field and also a youth sports leader, we get we feel that sometimes we don't make an impact,
Hmm.
that sometimes it's like, okay, we're just going through the motions over and over and over every single day. And I think that this event will show them that they are needed, that it is important, and that they need to work their how do I say this? That I think it just it hmm, I have it in my mind. Hold
Yeah.
on, give me a moment.
Of
I
course.
think that it shows them they are needed,
Hmm.
reiterates it, and then that just gives them the pep in their step that they need to just go back out and continue good work.
Hmm.
It's kind of a reminder every year that we are a part of this community, blah blah blah, and it's our job to help. We literally get paid to help, but I mean, let's take it one extra step further,
Hmm.
and really be there for families in a different kind of way.
Yeah, and it's nice for some of us old athletes, maybe to step out on the pitch one more time, you know?
Yeah,
Not this one.
not this one either.
So,
I'm not playing in
yeah,
the cops versus coaches event. They all actually say it's very hard.
yeah. I was gonna say lots of ice afterwards, right?
Oh yeah, for
Knees
sure.
and
Yes.
elbows.
Yep.
So, Jordan, I just want to, having social work experience in my background as well, I know people are drawn to it for different reasons, and I have a feeling that you've been drawn to social work and this work in the community. Could you share a little bit about your experience?
Absolutely. So I kind of had a hard life growing up. Not going to get into details about that, but I always wanted to help families like my family. I'm always really good at talking to people. People just disclose information to me always. So I've always been like a little baby therapist anyway. So I just knew this was always the work that I was called to do. Um, so I am a social worker. I have a bachelor's degree in social work. So I wanted to help families like mine. So I worked for Child Protection Services for 3 years after I got out of college. I met a lot of families. I built a lot of rapport with community partners, judges, and family resource workers. And it was important to me to do that. I made really good relationships with them because I think that it takes a village to care for families. And the more you know others, the more you're going to be able to help. So I made it a really big deal to get to know a lot of people, which is why I am in the position that I'm in now, working for a judge.
I mean, it sounds like you got to know the system like inside and
Right.
kind of how it works, and you've been able to, not to put words in your mouth, but be able to apply those skills that you've learned
Absolutely.
in multiple aspects of your career and
Right.
life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it just kind of carried me throughout, seeing the child protection service work and then the court work. And I just wanted to really stay in this position to continue to help families the best that I can. I'm also an upstream academy trainer through Prevent Child Abuse Kentucky. I basically teach classes on how to prevent child abuse and neglect, when to report, how to report. And just a big overall theme there is just that we need to come together as a community to support one another. We're not telling people not to report child abuse or neglect, but not everything is child abuse and neglect. And the system is overwhelmed. I mean, that's no lie. It's overwhelmed, and we need to help one another more um, to relieve some of those services for the people that really need them.
So Jordan, as I'm a parent and we sign, our son up for different things, what would you maybe say to a parent that's considering to sign their child up for a sporting activity or sport or activity, I guess?
Get involved. Get involved with your team first. Get involved with the fundraising. Get involved with the families. Get to know one another. The more you know, the more that you're able to help people out. And it is kind of our job to do that. It's
Mhm.
our job. I think people don't think that it's our job to do that, but it is our job to care and look out for one another. If you have something that somebody else doesn't have and you have an abundance of it, it's our job to share those types of things. So just get involved and look out for people.
Well said.
Thank you.
What about somebody who might be thinking about volunteering or coaching?
do it.
I was going to say, it's the
Come
same
on,
thing,
we need
right?
it. We need all the volunteers and coaches that we can get. The more safe eyes on children and families, the better. We're open. Our doors are always open to everybody.
If you have a passion for a sport, even if you don't have don't be as intimidated. There's going to be people there to
Right.
help you. As a youth soccer coach myself, I can say, I don't have always the best organization skills, but if you have that knowledge with the sport and you have that love or passion to work with the kids,
Right.
we need you.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be a professional coach to help out these kids or have a passion for it. I mean, you just got to get out there.
You got to have the heart. You got to,
We need you. That's all I got to say. If you got even a little bit of knowledge, you can
Hey, truth.
Yeah.
So with every podcast that we do, we hope that a listener, takes away a few little nuggets.
Okay.
So with this podcast that we're recording now, what would you maybe want a listener to be able to kind of always remember from this conversation?
Well, I always say this. Everybody knows this about me if they know my family. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your mindset. And I have to tell myself that every single day, that if I don't like something, you just got to change your mindset about it. Everybody else has a different perspective than you have, and you got to just put yourself in other people's shoes at times.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want everybody to take away from this.
That's a good nugget to take away.
Thank you.
I think we need to think about that more. If we can't fix the situation, you've always got to come at it, at a different angle or find a different way.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, nothing changes, right?
Right.
Sounds like a photographer. You gotta go up, down, right, left.
Boy.
Oh man,
Oh, boy,
photography.
she's
Don't talk about photography with me.
Look at that nice little connection there.
Perfect.
Well done.
All right.
Jordyn, we want to just thank you so much for joining us and sharing your passion for helping young people grow through these youth sports.
No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me here. Seriously. I was happy to be here. It was fun.
That's what I tell everybody. This is fun.
It is fun. I was nervous coming in, but I mean, as we came, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear my breathing still?
It's not as stressful as you think.
No,
Promise.
not at all. No, thank you guys. Seriously.
We also encourage everyone to learn more about the upcoming Cops versus Coaches event, June 27th, 3 o'clock, you said?
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
And support this mission of raising awareness and funds for suicide prevention. Whether you're a parent, coach, volunteer, sponsor, or fan in the stands, every person has the opportunity to make a positive impact on a young person's life.
So thank you for listening and for supporting the people and organizations that make Grant County a great place to live, work, and raise a family.
So until next time, we'll see you around the county. Bye. Thanks for listening to the We Are Grant County podcast. And thank you to our sponsor, Shirt and Stuff Happens. If you're looking for embroidery, custom apparel, banners, signs, or personalized items, Debbie is a wonderful person to work with. Contact her at 859-912-9907 or on Facebook. Thank you for listening to the We Are Grant County podcast. Be sure to check out other episodes and make sure you subscribe so you're always notified when a new episode is available. Stay up to date with all things Grant County by using the We Are Grant County app. And you can find that at wearegrantcounty.com.
ToadTalkMedia.com